Peace, bro.
That's crazy, man. What up, B?
What up? What up?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've heard your name all around, man. But I'm finna dive into you, man. Something about your mind, how you talk, bro. It's some, I walk with the brother Face. I haven't really work, man, but I'ma definitely tap in. It's been
Okay,
calling me.
okay. I
Yeah, but
appreciate that.
man, I don't got no questions, like I said, cause I ain't. You new to me, so man. But uh, what was I gonna say? What would you recommend? Cause you study, you read Dr. York's books, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That's what I grew up on. I grew up
yeah,
on that. I grew up on, yeah. The great majority of the publications that I got, you know, a lot of them, come from the teachers of Dr. Malachi York.
yeah,
Yeah. I know people got stuff to say and all that. I'm in it for the information.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And based on my logical assertions, I know that that man is innocent, but I don't care about what other people think of him. I know just logic would tell me, you know what I'm saying, what really took place.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
man. I've been as we all are, going through trying to refine myself. Um, it's old ways that have been taught to me that I'm still working on. You know,
Hmm.
getting rid of them. What books or anything you'd recommend for someone that's really wanting to cultivate discipline and consistency and focus and clarity of the mind? Really, I need clarity in my mind, man.
Well, I'm not trying to advertise myself, but I actually put together a really good publication that was written by me, and I'm going to be dropping it in the fall. So that book is really going to give you the keys and all the components to where you're able to be in a state of evolution. Now it's I'm putting it out. It's called a Sacred Book of the Chosen. It talks about how to break generational curses. It talks about the Christ energy. It talks about mental health, which is what I've been talking about today. There's a lot of people in the spiritual community that's dealing with a lot of spiritual psychosis, and to the point where they want to attack other individuals. And when I was basically extrapolating. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I'm gonna start having to put hands on people and start suing females.
Yup.
And hey, yeah, watch my How to Level Up video on YouTube. That's a really good video.
I'm trying to let go of this weed, man. I was smoking weed every day for like 10 years, man. Just in December, man, I stopped. I stopped smoking for like 163 days. And then I
Hey,
ended up,
see, it's nothing wrong with weed or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but do
I
everything in
didn't like how,
moderation. Do
my
it,
bad,
just
go
do
ahead.
it in moderation. Do everything in increments. Because like, anything that you can't fast from, you're gonna become a slave to it. So sometimes you gotta step back and just put that energy into other self-affirming practices. Instead of smoking all the time, just use that time to go read. And if you don't want to go read, go work out.
I
Just
was way
replace
more
the energy.
productive, man. I was working out way more. I was reading way more. I had so much energy. This heat, the heat really never bothered me. I don't care if it's 100. I know some people don't mess with the heat. I'd rather be hot than cold, but
Uh-huh.
like I just had more energy and it just charged me up, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying do everything in moderation. If you're gonna use the weed, use it for medicinal purposes. Like do it like right before you go meditate or something like that. But I'm one of those people. Like I said, I'm not like a super advocate for weed or whatever because I know the aromatase levels in the weed has the ability to transmute the testosterone into estrogen.
Right.
It manipulates, what I'm saying, your physiology and your biochemical makeup.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you're gonna use it, smoke, go meditate, or what I'm saying, do it if you're trying to be in a relaxing state. Like if you smoke before you go to get a massage or something. You know what
Or
I'm
like
saying?
medicine.
I mean, I have before, but I don't do it like that. It's got to be, what I'm saying. It's every once in a while for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one more thing, like morning and nighttime rituals. What would you recommend?
I don't see, like I said, I'm not one of those people, man. I don't really like do a whole bunch. I create my own rituals. So
Right.
at like, well, I did it, earlier. So I did it at 3 p.m. I write down my manifestations 3 times. 6 p.m. I write my manifestations down 6 times. At 9 p.m. I write my manifestations down 9 times. That's the keys of the universe of the 3, 6, and the 9 because that is the law of attraction. So you're going to be able to alchemize those realities in itself because when you get into sacred geometry in itself, those geometrical shapes, you're supposed to entrap your thought forms inside those geometrical shapes and you upload it into the neurological interface. And when you upload it, that's when the processing system starts to, materialize in physical form. That house or the car, what I'm saying? There's an energy that's supposed to come behind it because that connects you to the 4 elements of the soul, which is thinking, reasoning, understanding, and willpower. So you got to put willpower behind your manifestation in order for it to materialize.
Hey man, yeah,
That's
I'm gonna have to
how you
do
do
that,
that,
bro.
bro.
Hey, what
So
that book you said that
and don't. And that's what I'm saying. Don't let people in the spiritual community trick you into thinking that you can't, manifest something that you really want. Because as I tell people all the time, you got to use the matrix in order to get out. You need the materialistic possessions in order to be for it to be a catalyst to where you can keep evolving. Because you got to it's kind of like a you got to set an energetic imprint on certain things that you're trying to accomplish. You get what I'm saying? You got to always have a level that you're trying to accomplish, not within everybody else, but within yourself. So that's why I said you got to create goals, and a lot of the goals that you're trying to reach, they're connected to the matrix. So don't listen to people talking about, well, he got a nice house or he got a nice car and he ain't spiritual. So that's the thing though. They want you to be spiritual and broke and not have nothing. See, a lot of our great master teachers, they fell victim to that because they was trying to cater to the people with the information when they should have been getting them blessings. All the spiritual teachers, they supposed to be rich. Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Phil Valentine. These people are supposed to be, have millions. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but because you have that energy in the spiritual community, they, what I'm saying, it's another way to marginalize certain individuals to the point where they're not able to alchemize their reality. Because at the end of the day, what I'm saying, just because I'm coming up doesn't mean it's shortcomings for you. I'm going to put, what I'm saying, you're supposed to use your blessings as a catalyst and the resources and bring everybody else up. So that's why I was saying, man, like don't sit there
real.
like the whole aesthetic of spirituality that I would say the old grassroots part of it, just looking spiritual. Don't fall for that shit no more because there's advanced NPCs out here, and a lot of them is wearing the spiritual drip. A lot of them is wearing the crystals. A lot of them is wearing the damn head wraps. That's false light. That's why I said real prophets and real teachers and real healers, they look like the people that they actually trying to heal. So that's because like neurologically, you got to understand that you have to look like these people in order to galvanize that energy because that's the emotionalism that creates a tachyon energy to pull them into the information. That's why Clarence 13X, he used to smoke and drink with all the street dudes just to pull them into Islam. That's what you call true alchemy. So that's why I said I'm gonna wear gold chains. I'm gonna wear all this because I'm
That's
trying
like
to
what
reach
Pac
us.
said in that prison interview. He said you got to go down the hill and lead your people out of it.
Facts. Like I said, and for a lot of Christians, if you're a Christian and you are in the chat, the Christians, you know what I'm saying? Jesus, he was out with the hoes and the pimps. He was out with the thugs. He was trying to edify them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, you got to look the part in order to pull people out their situation. A lot of these kids, they not going to understand me coming into the damn school with a business suit on. But if I go in there with a gold chain on and I'm talking at a high vibrational frequency with extensive vocabulary, they going to be like, damn, he look just like me and he talking like that. That brother must be doing something right. That's why I said you got to look like them if you want to pull them out of their situation. That's true alchemy. That's why I said I'm not doing all that other dumb shit crystals and all. I got that still. I keep crystals in my pocket and all that, but I'm not so spiritual. I'm always gonna have my gun with me. I keep my gun with me all the time. I'm always gonna have that with me. And like I said, you will get beat up for real. You gotta be balanced in the matrix, bro. Because like I said, you got people like that girl who's gonna attack you. You got niggas out here who don't like you because you have the frequency of authenticity, and they're gonna attack you. And you gotta protect yourself. Spirituality doesn't mean that you have to be a fucking bitch.
Right. And
You know what I'm saying?
I want to know about them crystals because I used to deal with crystals. I still got some, but I don't use them as much because I found like the visualization and imagination and other things. Do
Get,
you don't feel
yeah,
it's
get
necessary to have them, do you, or do you gain benefit
no.
of
That's
it in
necessary.
what
It's
way?
not no. It's necessary. I just don't. I don't sensationalize or glamorize it. I got crystals on me all the time. I got you know what I'm saying. Like I keep
Do
crystals
you
in
feel
my
like you
pockets.
need them though?
No, I don't feel like I need them because you got to understand that we have a mitochondrial DNA that's connected to this planet. So everything as far as the ecology systems, it's inside of our genetic format. Everything that nature has is already inside of us.
Right.
We have magnetites and dendrites. We have calcites and apatites in the pineal gland. When you go through the crystallization process, we all have that energy. Like I
Yeah.
said, hey, I can't wait, but I can't wait to meet one of these dudes that be talking crazy about. I can't wait to meet. Oh
I
my
know
god,
you can't. Hey, I
man!
feel your spirit. Hey,
Because like I
when I
said, I told you I'm not loving light, and like I said, I'm not bought and paid for it. I don't belong to no corporation. I don't belong to nobody. I get busy.
You feel me? Hey,
I
you
get
got that
busy.
familiar spirit. Hey, just like
Yeah,
Jay,
I
when I
get
first
busy.
heard his voice, I
Yeah,
know my people's voice when I hear it. Real familiar. I'm like, yo, I know this brother from another place. I know you
but
ain't
like I
playing. They
said,
gonna think. But the thing I love about it, you so calm with it, but you so fucking serious.
but that's what I'm saying, bro. Anytime you see people acting theatrical on the internet, that's all false light, bro. That like I don't do the yelling games on the internet. That's fake. That's
Yeah.
fake. You
That
not
ain't what we up here
anytime I
for.
see a dude like that, I know I already got him. I'm like, bro, I'll handle you for real. You know
Emotions
what
be
I'm
eating their
saying?
ass alive anyways.
And
Let
that's
people
the
stand
thing, though.
their
And that's the
self
thing,
in
though. I'm
that.
the most peacefulest person that you will ever meet.
You
It's
got a
you know what I'm
calm
saying.
aura.
I'm one of those people. I could be in a room with you. You wouldn't even know I'm there. That's how much I just kind of stay to myself.
You know, a major lesson I've been learning this year.
What?
My main lesson I've been learning is plainly put, shut the fuck up. Just listen. Because a lot of times I want to ask people questions. A lot of people, and also in the spiritual community, you got, like you said, it's psychosis. People look at, they don't know what they seek it for answers everywhere, but they
Facts.
don't want to seek them themselves, and they don't want to really do the inner work. And a lot I've been learning, like a lot of the questions I have, if I want to ask them, just in general, questions I want
Mm-hmm.
to ask them, I ask somebody. But it's like if I just sit, I notice when I sit and just let the question just be the universe will bring me the answer. You know, if I just sit and be quiet and watch, the realm will show me.
Right.
You know, so I've been learning a lot. Like you gotta just observe and just watch. People talk too much. People, and then it becomes a habit, and then they become
Facts.
habitualized and just be talking and mimicking and regurgitating stuff, and they
Leaking
really not
energy.
really growing
Yep.
because they
And
not
that's why
observing,
I
not
tell
paying
people.
attention.
And that's why I tell people, they got to be careful with that artificial intelligence. Anytime you use artificial intelligence for knowledge, you take away from your own authenticity. I'm going to say it again. Anytime you use artificial intelligence for knowledge, you take away from your own authenticity. You take away from it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be tapped in. You got to read. You still got every time. That's why I tell people. The more you see the rise of artificial intelligence, that's when You should start speaking and tapping into your true authenticity even more. You should tap into it even more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that energy in itself is going to become a glow. And that glow, they can see it. They can see it, and you know what I'm saying. It's a familiar spirit in a soul that they're not able to align with, so they have no choice but to attack it. They gotta attack it because of parasitical energy, parasites. If you just think about what parasites do, parasites feed off the energy of those who are vibrating high. The same thing takes place with people in the spiritual community. You talking about other people because you're trying to feed off the life force of that individual. And especially, like I said, I'm not very confrontational at all. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it can get like that
You're a
because
man
I
with
keep my
principles, though.
yeah, because I keep my volume down for a reason. Because it can turn up. It can get like that, man. That's why I be trying to tell people, bro, don't play
The,
with me, bro.
the
Do
ones
not
with the
play.
hey, the ones with they shit turned down the most, don't play with them. That shit lying dormant, ready for him. I'm telling you, this man a warrior. I know us
Yeah,
when I see us.
yeah. It's one of those things, man. Like I said, I don't do theatrics, and I'm not on the internet to people please, bro. Like I was
What
cool in
proves
high school.
nothing.
I was cool in high school. I don't need spirituality to get women. I already got a woman. I was cool in high school. I was cool in college. I was on the basketball team. I don't need for what other ideologies that people put in their head or he's doing this for money. I'm not doing it for money. I was an engineer. I was making good ass money before I stepped away from the job. Nigga, I was at the job, bro. I was giving away my days. I was giving away my days. Giving like I said, cause that's why I don't sell nothing, cause I
You
don't
was a
need nothing
kid.
from nobody. I don't need nothing for nobody. I don't need to be like, hey, I'm selling you this or selling you that. I don't got products. At most, the most I give, anybody is a book. You know what I'm saying? And that's an energy exchange. You know what I'm saying? You getting an exchange for knowledge. That's the laws of reciprocity. That's a part of your spiritual currency. You put out knowledge, you're supposed to get that shit right back. So that's why I'm saying you will never see me asking for nobody for no money because I've been had money. I'm not rich or nothing like that, but I've always had good jobs and stuff. I didn't come into spirituality to make money. I didn't come into spirituality to get hoes. I didn't come into spirituality to become a part of no code. There's nothing you can say about me. There's nothing, nobody can say nothing. At this moment of time, it's one of those things where they just reaching on the internet. And it's gonna come down to the fact if one of these dudes say something crazy, I'm gonna have to put hands on them. If one of these females say something to me crazy, I'm gonna sue you because I'm not playing.
And he's smart, so y'all better quit playing. Y'all be acting dumb crash outs out here. He gonna do it the right way.
Oh
Like I
yeah,
said,
I'm gonna do it the right way. Like I said, I'm gonna play chess. I'm gonna
yeah,
play chess with him.
yeah.
I'm gonna play chess, bro. But I'm gonna try to get somebody else up in here real quick.
Already. What one more? What's that book though? You said.
I'm putting it out sometime in October. It's called The Sacred Book of the Chosen. It's talking about the black sheep of the family, how to combat generational curses, and what to look for during the process of the Great Awakening period. From 2025 to 2030.
All right. This
Mm-hmm.
your first book or what?
I put out an audio comic book. So I guess you could say this is my second book, but this is going to be the first published one.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
salute to you, bro. I'm gonna tap
I
in.
appreciate you, bro. I'm
I'll
gonna
send
follow
you
you
some
back. What's your hold on? What's your LaDale?
LaDale. Yeah, I'm LaDale.
Okay.
LaDale
I'm gonna
Jordan.
follow you.
I appreciate you, bro. Keep it up.
Thank you, bro.
Already.
Peace.
Peace.
I'm gonna get one more person in here and then I'm gonna cut out.